All right, good morning, Mayor Joe Yelpin and Council President Tim Salters here with our update. Here in the last week, we've had a few extra cases. We are up to 50. 16 are still in quarantine.
Yeah.
I think there's only one person in the hospital and that's not. I think they're doing well.
They're doing a lot better than when they started off.
You know, the hospital and the doctors too, and everybody's doing their part, making sure that they contact anybody that's come in contact with these individuals and making sure that things move along as best as can be.
Yeah, and the thing that the mayor and I want to do today, specifically, I know we hit 50 total cases, and a lot of people are talking about that, and there's a lot of concern. We really wanted to kind of dig in the numbers when it comes to the case count for us, specifically here in Vincennes and Knox County. So, yes, we've got 50 total cases that we've dealt with. 16 of those are active, and I think by the end of this week, 5 will be off that active roll, so you'll see another drop there. We've seen 34 total recoveries. Soon that'll be 39, which is good. Total tested, we've seen 1,620 people in Vincennes and Knox County tested. That's at a 3.1% positive rate. So when you kind of look at those numbers and kind of put them in perspective, it does make you feel a lot better. And I think one of the bigger things too is when you look at total deaths, that's at a 0. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're the biggest county left in Indiana that hasn't seen a death. So those are positives that go in our direction. So I know when you see a number like 50, it does throw people off. I know the mayor got calls about that and has had questions about it. I have, I know the other council has. So we wanted to really kind of drill in the numbers to kind of show you perspective on this and where we're at. While it is shocking, there is still some good news in this, and we wanted to make sure that you got that today. So there's kind of your case update as we go on.
We also as these numbers go up, we need to remember, try to wear a mask if you're in a crowd, if you're in a shop.
Social distance, wash your hands.
That will help a lot with keeping the numbers.
Yeah. And we're still low. And if you look in our area, we're still in a low spot. So we keep doing the right things. We keep following safety and health protocols, and we're going to continue to be in a good spot. So continue to reinforce those, continue to think about those as you go on about throughout the community.
And other than that, we've had, you guys have had a couple of committee meetings, budget finance, and public safety, so, and things are going well there.
Budget finance, it is what it is. Like, we're gonna have to deal with some things in COVID, so we do thank you for coming to that and kind of showing possible projections where we're at, and then the way we're gonna deal with that. While some of it's not the best news, we do have a plan to get through that, and we're gonna think of every possible way to make sure that we get through those, because it's going to be the next couple of years, the next 2 years, I would say, are going to be interesting years when it comes to that. And I kind of put it in there like we just got to make it through this COVID time, and once we are, we'll be back as good as ever. So we've already started that process to make sure those things are taken care of. And public safety, maybe we can get a better clarification on what we're going to be doing with public safety, specifically with the chief area. So could you explain that better as a former chief?
Right, and with that, the agreement with the automatic aid has always been there. It's just expanded. Instead of an example of the firehouse out on Hart Street, if there was a fire call, they would run in maybe as far as McDonald's. Now, if it's a structure fire, they'll run and help anywhere in the city. In the same way as we would go to, if you're familiar with the areas, our truck from the Wheatland Road Station may run all the way out to Warren Estates. They'll go to Fox Ridge, they'll go to areas. Now it's just basically looking at the entire area for both departments. I know some people have some concerns if they got less protection, but I can tell you that you're getting better protection now.
Yeah.
And it's all about, it's not just about protection of our local communities, it's also about protection of our firefighters, making sure that we have proper manpower and things on the scene. So all in all, this agreement is a huge plus for everybody in the city of Vincennes and Vincennes Township. So.
Yeah. And there were some questions so it's nice to be able to have a perspective of a former fire chief, now mayor, to be able to tell us how things are working out. Also, when it comes to public safety committee is going to recommend that we're going to bump mandatory retirement age from 65 to 70, specifically for our chief positions, because We feel that those positions have a lot that they can offer. Experience is a great thing to have in those positions.
Right.
So that falls in line with the state. So there's
Right.
really not a lot of big
Right.
changes that would happen there. So that's the thing that we came from there. So that kind of updates you what's going on with public safety, budget and finance. And now we're getting close to 4th. It's firework time.
Fireworks, and as everybody, I hope has heard by now, we are moving the fireworks out to Richard Bauer Drive, which
Right.
is out by the high school. And the reason we're doing that is so that there's more opportunity to go out in that area at parking lots, that you can stay with your family and social distance from others, that hopefully make it a lot safer for everybody to watch the fireworks. There will not be the lower fireworks that we normally shoot off down here off the bridge. All of these will be the higher ones that will be shut off. So hopefully you can even stay home and maybe see these from your
Right.
home rather than come out in one of the parking lots or something
Yeah.
to watch it. It'll be, if you can, stay home and enjoy them. And
Yeah. So one of the things that we noticed when we were testing these a couple weeks ago is obviously Vincent's has got a lot of trees, which is a good thing.
Right.
So the key thing you have to remember is find an area where it's kind of either a straight shot where there's no trees, a parking lot, find those spots where there is no tree line or tree space. You can go into those spots and you can watch the fireworks and see them pretty much all over town. We had different councilmen spaced out all over town texting us to let us know if they could see them or could not, then trying to figure out, all right, where were they at? Were there a lot of trees? So basically what it comes down to, if you can find an area where there's not a lot of trees, you'll be able to see them. If you can get to a parking lot, you can be able to see them. We do encourage social distancing during this time period as well. So we want the whole community to enjoy the fireworks. It's going to be a little bit different. We do know that, but we're excited to be able to still provide those because we feel that's extremely important for our community.
Right, and the other thing I'll say is normally, I know fireworks last 30 minutes
Yeah.
down off of the bridge. This year, it will be around 15 minutes, and the reason being is it costs a lot more money to shoot off the higher
Just a
fireworks.
little bit more, right?
So there won't be as many shot off, but at least they'll all be higher work. Hopefully everybody can see them.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's basically what we've got going on this weekend. Should be a good weekend. It's nice and cool out. It's been
It's
nice instead of that hot summer weather. So go out, enjoy our parks, get outside. And Mayor, you're lying.
remember, keep your distance.
Have a good one.